Nothing to be had there. Nothing to plunder. Nothing there to be had there. Nothing to plunder. Nothing to plunder. Nothing there. Nothing to plunder. Nothing to plunder. Nothing to be had there. Nothing there. Oh, shit! What are you standing around here for?
I come from the castle. They've sent me to look for those missing, and to check out the area.
Those missing?
Some fled when the dragons attacked. Most of them didn't make it. No surprise there. But if there are any survivors left, I'll bring them back.
Can you help me get into the castle?
Sure. But you have to do me a favor. If you can make it to the castle, talk to the paladin Auric. Tell him that his brother bought it up there at the pass.
How can I get into the castle?
First of all, you can forget the direct path. But if you walk around the castle, you might have a chance from the back. You should stay away from the paths and use the river. It will be best if you swim downstream for a stretch. It should be easier from there. The orcs have set up a ram behind the castle. You can get in that way. Creep up on the orcs as closely as you can, and then run for it. You might just make it if you're fast enough.
What do I need to know about this area?
If you want to live, go back to wherever you came from. The Greenhides have laid siege to the castle for weeks now, and those dragons are hiding out somewhere too. The entire Valley of Mines is teeming with orcs. No matter where you're headed, this won't be a picnic. The entire Valley of Mines.
Nothing to be had there. Nothing there. Nothing to be had there. Nothing to be had there. Nothing to be had there.
You were damn lucky when you came in. I very nearly shot you.
Then I guess I should be glad that you have such keen eyesight.
Save your breath. Talk to Sengrath if you want something.
I knew it. I knew that someone would succeed. Have you come over the pass? Our messenger managed to get through then.
No, your messenger didn't make it across the pass. I've come by order of Lord Hagen.
Accursed orcs. Well, Commander Garand will certainly want to speak to you. You'll find him in the large building guarded by 2 knights.
Where can I find gear here?
Tandor hands out the weapons. Engor, the steward, is responsible for everything else.
What about magic supplies?
We are equipped with spell scrolls. If you want some of them, let me know.
Who can teach me something here?
Ask Karoloth. He trains the boys in sword fighting. Maybe he'll teach you something too.
Show me. Show.
Look who has returned, our hero from the barrier.
Good to see you, Milton. You here again?
Again. After the barrier collapsed, I entered the monastery of the Magicians of Fire. But once it was clear that the paladins wanted to come here, my experience and knowledge of the place proved to be quite useful. So they decided then and there to entrust me with the holy mission of providing magical support to this expedition. Do you remember Gorn, Diego, and Lester?
Of course I remember the boys.
Well, Gorn and Diego didn't get far. They were picked up by the paladins here in the valley. Lester has vanished, though. I have no idea where he's hanging around.
I've met Lester. He's with Zardos now.
One bit of good news, at least. Well, I have nothing pleasant to report.
Where are Gorn and Diego now?
Well, Gorn is sitting here in the dungeon because he resisted arrest. They assigned Diego to a troop of scrapers. Ask the paladin Parseval. He assembled the groups.
So what is there to report?
The paladins came here with the intention of getting the magic ore, but with the dragon attacks and the orcs, I can't imagine the paladins will march out of here with the ore. No, Baianos. I feel the presence of something dark, something evil growing here. Something that emanates from this valley. We paid a high price for the annihilation of the Sleeper. The destruction of the barrier has ruined this place as well. We can all count ourselves lucky if we survive this.
How much ore have you stored away so far?
How much ore? Not one chest. We haven't had contact with the scrapers for some time. It wouldn't amaze me if they were all long dead. We are being attacked by dragons and besieged by orcs. This expedition is a complete disaster.
Let's go and free Gorn.
Well, the problem in this matter is that Gorn is a convicted prisoner. But if we're lucky, Garand will agree on a deal and we can buy his freedom.
Yes, maybe.
Keep me in the picture.
What is your task here?
Originally, I was supposed to assay the magic ore, but we haven't seen much of that so far. Now I'm concentrating on the study of alchemy.
Damn it. What's up?
If he doesn't see them, I can't help him.
You mustn't believe everything you hear.
Hey, you train people?
Yeah, once those orcs, or even worse, the dragons attack again, every single hand will be needed.
Can you train me too?
Sure, I'll train any good man, but besides your talent, you need a good weapon if you want to survive here. Ask the knight Tandor. He'll take care of you.
What about long-range combat?
What about it?
Can you teach me that too?
No, but you can ask Udar. He's he's the best crossbowman I know.
I want to try.
You didn't know that.
You came over the pass? Well done. We have already lost a lot of men out there. I know myself what it's like out there. I accompanied a reconnaissance unit for a while. Do you have a weapon? If you need a good weapon, I'm your man.
What became of the unit?
We scouted the area and wanted to advance to the coast. We set up our camp in a cave. It was late at night when the orcs came. They charged us up the slope with torches and drums and discovered us. We tried to flee, but I was the only one who got through. Soon after that, the orcs erected their big palisade, and we pulled back into the castle.
Show me your wares.
That's all just gossip. He would have never thought of that himself.
What do you want?
Could you make a weapon for me?
I don't have time for that. Tandor hands out the weapons, I just make them. And Parlov sharpens them.
How's work?
I forge the weapons for the castle knights. Since we've been here, I've been fully occupied making new weapons. And we'll need them too. We'll show these damned orcs how sharp our blades are. Hey, Parlov, make those blades nice and sharp. Orcs are damn tough creatures.
Hey, you! Hey, how are you?
How do you think I'm doing? I spend the whole day at the grindstone sharpening blades, and yesterday Engor shortened our rations again. If it goes on like this, we're all gonna starve, or we'll all be killed by orcs. Not a pleasant prospect.
Who is Engor?
Engor manages the provisions and shares out the rations, and they get smaller every week. Sure, you can bargain with him, but only for cold, hard cash.
And you can't afford that?
The most I can get for the lousy pay we collect is a couple of turnips.
What's up?
That damned Engor should
Where can I...
in the knight's house.
Where did you pick that up then?
That's nothing. Someone's gotta pay for that.
Ah, so you're the guy who made it across the pass.
Yes.
Great. I'm Engor. I manage this expedition. Just don't get the idea that I give anything away for free. But if there's gold in your pockets, I'm always willing to cut a little deal.
You're the one who deals out the rations, or so I've heard.
That's right. Why? Should I feed you now too? If there's anything you want, you'll pay for it. Just like everyone else.
Maybe I can help you with your work.
Sure, why not? I could use some help.
So, what needs to be done?
Our food supplies are low. Above all, we're almost out of meat. So if you could get us some meat, raw or cooked, ham or sausages, that would be much appreciated. How about it? Will you help us?
Don't worry, I'll get you some meat.
About 24 chunks of meat would help me feed quite a few hungry mouths. Come back when you have the meat.
Here, I bought you something.
Great, you brought enough meat. That'll do for a while. But don't get the idea that I'll give you anything for free now.
Show me your wares.
That's
I wouldn't have done that. He should have known better.
I agree with you completely.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion as much.
As if I didn't have enough problems.
Hey! What's your task here?
My job? Training the lads. I teach them how to get muscles of steel. I also take care of the prisoners. I'm like a damn father to those bastards. But my real art is to get them to talk. And believe me, I have ways to make anyone talk.
Sounds awfully nice.
But those flea-infested blockheads we have currently locked up don't have much to say anyway. And they won't let me deal with that Gorn.
Could you train me?
Sure, I can help you become stronger, but I don't give anything away.
How much do you...
You run around outside the castle, don't you? Here's what I suggest. My assistant Den made himself scarce during the last attack. What a quitter. But he didn't run for it empty-handed. He took the contents of our cash box with him.
What cash box?
We have this chest where we keep the stuff we have, collected over the course of time. And that was a tidy sum. The chest contained 200 gold pieces along with some precious jewelry. If you bring me back the gold, you can keep the jewels and I'll train you.
Do you know where Den was headed?
As far away from here as possible. I guess he might have tried to get through the pass.
Thanks, that's very helpful.
Well, what can I say? I have no idea where he went.
And in...
Everything seems...
Nobody ever asks me.
I can't believe that. I can only wait and see.
Stop! Who are you?
The question where I come from is much more important. I came across the pass. So, are you going to stop me now, or can I go in?
Well, I couldn't know that. Of course you're allowed in.
Really didn't deserve that.
That's nothing new.
Where do you come from? You aren't one of the scrapers, and you aren't one of my people. Well?
I've come across the pass.
Over the pass? You actually got through? By Innos! I have to ask myself why a mercenary would take all that on himself. What are you doing here?
I come from Lord Hagen. He wants me to bring him proof of the presence of the dragons.
And you've just come here to get it and then disappear again?
Well, that's what I had in mind.
So he wants proof. He can have it. But I can't send you back to Lord Hagen without giving him information about the ore. Listen, Lord Hagen absolutely must learn what the situation is here, and how much ore we've mined up to now.
All right. What do you want me to do for you?
I've got 3 units of scrapers out there, but they haven't sent me a single nugget. Visit the mining sites and report back to me how much ore they have stored. Then I'll write you a letter that you are going to take back to Lord Hagen.
Oh, well, I guess I have no choice. But why me, of all people?
Because you know a way to get through the lines of orcs. My boys would be hopelessly lost out there. You, on the other hand, have managed to get through once already. That makes you the best man for this job.
How much will you pay me for the job?
I'm not used to haggling with mercenaries. Well, I guess I have no choice. I'll pay you 500 gold pieces if you take care of this mission for me.
Where can I find the mining sites?
Here, take this map. It shows the 2 areas where the mining sites are located. If you have any more questions, ask Parsifal. He can tell you all you need to know about the scrapers.
How's the situation?
You should set out to find the mining sites.
I want you to let Gorn go.
I can't let him go. He has committed many crimes and they must be atoned for.
Can I pay his penalty?
That might be a possibility, but certainly not a cheap one. I want 1,000 gold pieces for Gorn.
That's a lot of gold.
Gorn also has much to answer for. Bring me the gold, and I'll set Gorn free.
What's your task?
I'm a strategic officer of the king, and I currently answer to the Honorable Commander Garand. We are the last of the paladins here in the castle. All the others have left or fallen. It is now our responsibility to bring a good end to this expedition, and that we shall do. By Enos, that we shall do.
I am to go to the mining sites.
This isn't going to be child's play. Beware. First of all, seek out the paladins. They are leading the 3 groups. If you want to know more about it, speak to Parzival.
I have a message for you.
What is it?
Your brother is dead. He got as far as the pass.
My brother? Enos put me to a severe test, but he died as his servant. This news is like an arrow which pierces my heart. I shall seek new strength in prayer.
How's the situation?
You need to find all scrapers, plus the ore. Then we will figure out how we can leave this valley.
What can you tell me about the scrapers?
I assembled the 3 groups. Marcos, Fajeth, and Silvestro are the paladins who each lead a group. Marcos's group set out in the direction of an old mine, led by an old digger named Grimes. The other 2 groups set out together. Jurgen, one of our scouts, has reported that they set up camp near a large tower.
Do you know how to get to the mining sites?
There's no safe way into that valley, but it seems to make sense to me not to take the direct route. Keep away from the orcs and the woods, and may Innos protect you.
Which group of scrapers did Diego go with?
This convict, Diego? He's with Paladin Silvestro's group.
How's the situation?
The camp is surrounded by orcs, but even more alarming are the attacks by the dragons. They have destroyed the entire outer ring by now. Another dragon attack, and we'll take heavy losses.
How many dragons are there?
We don't know how many there are all in all, but it's more than one. But that isn't all. The whole Valley of Mines is full of evil creatures that support the dragons. Let's not kid ourselves. Without reinforcements from outside, our chances of getting out of here alive are slim.
Hey, you!
Hands off my pots. Nobody touches my pots, understand? I'm responsible for the food, and that means nobody else has any business here. I hope I made myself clear.
Who made you a cook of all people?
That was Commander Garon. Before I became a prisoner, I used to cook in the Raging Boar.
And what did they lock you up for?
There was a misunderstanding between a guest, a meat cleaver, and me.
Anything new?
If you want to learn the news, then ask the knights. I'm just an imprisoned cook.
That's nothing new. Let's wait and see.
Don't say you didn't know that.
Can't believe that. Will it ever change?
I can't believe
If he doesn't see them, I can't help it.
His deeds were just.
He would have never thought of that himself.
I've my own opinion about that.
Hey, you! Garon wants 1,000 gold pieces for Gorn.
A nice sum. I can chip in 250 gold pieces.
I need more gold to buy Gorn's freedom.
Getting more gold, Diego knows a lot about that, but he isn't here. Maybe Gorn has some gold hidden somewhere himself. We should find out. I'll write him a note. Here, try to smuggle it into the dungeon.
He didn't get that from me.
Someone's gotta pay for that.
He really didn't deserve that.
I'm not telling you anything new.
I wouldn't be so sure.
It can't go on like this forever.
That's been known a long time.
I can't believe that.
I want to buy Gorn's freedom.
Agreed. You can go to Gerald and tell him to release Gorn on my orders.
You should...
Got my own opinion about that.
Like this forever. It can't go on like this forever.
Wouldn't be so sure. Really didn't deserve
Some
that.
problems solve themselves. Nothing's ever gonna change that.
I'm in enough trouble.
Set Gorn free. That's an order from Commander Garand.
I've already been informed. Here's the key. You can go in.
Don't say you didn't know that.
You already know what I think.
Enough of this lounging about. You're free.
It's about time somebody got me out of here. I certainly hadn't expected it to be you, though. It's damn good to see you.
Garand says you eat too much and he can no longer afford to feed you.
Now that you mention it, I could kill a couple of beers. Let's get out of here. I've seen enough of this cell. Wait, I've still got something here that you can really use. I found this armor here in the cell. Some prisoner must have hidden it here. It's too small for me, but it might fit you.
Thanks. I'll see you with Milton.
Sure thing.
I've heard a thing or two. We can only wait and see.
I wouldn't have done that. That'll only cause more trouble.
Wouldn't be so sure. You mustn't believe everything you hear.
Ask me that. That's exactly what I said.
You mustn't believe everything you hear.
I wouldn't be
just
so
like
sure.
you said.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
I'm in enough trouble as it is.
You listen to the wrong people.
Hey, you! I heard that you are the best crossbowman far and wide.
If they say so, it must be true. What do you want?
I am the greatest.
You're all right. Well, if you want to learn, then I'll help you.
I want to...
Okay.
It was just like you said.
If he doesn't see that, I can't help him.
I never would have thought.
I've freed Gorn.
Good. Then we should think about what happens next.
What are your plans?
I shall return. I will wait for a while, but now that Gorn is free, I can leave with him. It is more than necessary that Pyrokar learns of the situation here.
If you think so.
I hope that Lord Hagen will recognize the threat that emanates from this valley. Not to think of what will happen if the orcs come over the pass.
Well then, have a safe trip.
Listen, I've loafed around here long enough. It's time I saw something other than this valley. How did you get over the pass?
There's a path through the abandoned mine.
Good. I'll wait for the right moment and then I'm out of here.
Then go to Onar's farm. Lee and his boys are there. He needs good men such as you.
I'll do that. I'll go check out how they're doing there.
We'll meet again.
You can count on it.